What's going on, everyone? So, welcome to my latest video. This is my review for Season 4 of The Bear. Season 4 of The Bear was 10 episodes long and aired on Hulu in June of 2025. And I was excited for Season 4 of The Bear. I think that the first two seasons of The Bear were great. Season 3, I know a lot of people are not a fan of it, but for me, I liked it. I thought it was good, especially since it was quite different from the other two seasons. They were taking their time more so in regards to the pacing. It was even more character-driven than story-driven, which, in regards to TV, a lot of times TV shows are more story-driven, and I get that. Honestly, I prefer that more so, but I can also appreciate character-driven shows that, have it where the story kind of takes a back seat and that it's focused on the characters first and foremost. I get it. Just like with films, different films cater to different tastes. And Season 3 of The Bear is definitely different than the first two seasons, but I liked that. Didn't like it as much as the other two seasons, as I mentioned, but I still thought it was quite good, and I thought that it had pretty good setup going into Season 4 with the way the Season 3 finale ended. Was I a huge fan of the Season 3 finale? No, but it still left me wanting more. And a year later, here we are with Season 4, and I'll say this, spoiler-free, of course, I liked Season 4 of The Bear, but I did not love it. I thought that it was rock solid. One of the big things that I appreciate about it was, of course, the editing, the acting. The acting across the board in typical fashion is amazing. I really, really dug it. I thought it was one of those things where they really encapsulate these characters that they're playing. And the character drama, honestly, is quite intriguing. I think the dynamics, the chemistry between them are really good. You definitely believe that they are friends or that they have strange relationships, wherever the case may be. It's really, really good. I also think that some of the writing is good, especially with the interactions between the characters. They're written pretty well. Some of the direction is interesting, and there were a couple episodes that I think are a standout, specifically the wedding episode. I thought that the wedding episode really encapsulated what the entire thesis of Season 4 is, which is characters that are delving into anxiety and self-reflection of such, knowing that they have it now. Because in previous seasons, they were becoming more and more aware about it, but Season 4, a lot of these characters, they are aware about it. And especially the lead character, he's coming to terms with that. And I think that Season 4, that wedding episode really encapsulates it all, because you get to see a child dealing with it. And I'm not going to spoil anything, I'm just going to say a child's delving into it. And I really appreciated that, as well as Inside Out too, because anxiety is one of those things that it's not like all of a sudden in your 20s you're like, oh my goodness, I have anxiety. It's more so that's when you have the realization if you didn't have a healthy upbringing. But it is one of those things where more and more people are realizing that if you tell kids at an early age that it's okay to have anxiety, that even adults have to deal with it, it becomes more of a healthy mechanism for them. And I think it's very fascinating. I think it's very interesting that that's where we're going, and I think that The Bear Season 4 definitely captures that quite well. So thematically, I found it to be very interesting, very engaging with this choice of focusing so heavily on it. But I do think that Season 4 is quite flawed. I think one of the big things is that there are some, as much as I liked the writing, there are some exchanges that felt very MCU-esque, Marvel Cinematic Universe, for those of you that don't watch superhero movies. I don't know, just some of the exchanges, they were trying to go for humor, and I thought that they fell flatter than a pancake on a Saturday morning. Just didn't work for me, and honestly, I kind of wish that they cut it out. I think that this show, the Season 4 of The Bear in particular, I think that when it thrives the most is when it's focusing on the drama. When it focuses on the comedy of Season 4, it just didn't really work for myself. And again, they are trying to make this a balance of the two, and I just thought that was kind of uneven. So some episodes also I do think kind of meandered a little bit. I do also think the cinematography, I wasn't as big of a fan of it this season. It's not bad per se, but it's definitely one of those things where I wasn't as visually engaged, and this is a visual medium, so it's one of those things that I found to be kind of unfortunate, but it's not bad. And also, just want to throw this out there, these are my thoughts right away. If I do rewatch The Bear at some point, who knows? Maybe Season 4 I'll like it even more, but for now, I think it's rock solid. I definitely can see why some people really, really dig Season 4, but for me, it was a swing, and it was, if Season 3 was a triple, this one I would say was a double, so at least it's on base, so that's good. And also, I do think Season 5 is when they should end this show, because I feel like Season 3 and 4, as much as I still enjoyed them, I do think the wheels are kind of spinning in regards to the story. I know Season 3 and 4 are more character-based, which is good, but at the same time, the story itself, I don't know. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with season 5 with how they're going to wrap everything up, because I'm very curious. So The Bear season 4, I'll personally be giving it a. Yeah, guys, that is my quick review of The Bear season 4. Let me know your thoughts. Did you like it? Did you not? Also, rank the seasons of The Bear in the comment section down below. Very curious to see that. And as always, guys, I appreciate you guys for watching with the subscription, notification bell, follow me on Letterboxd, Patreon. I'll catch you guys later.